All right, chat. We're back. Dokkan. Dokkan Diamond. So, I wanted to do an update for a Dokkan Diamond here. I've said many times I don't really want to spam these. These are something I want to do a little bit more infrequently when there will be like a lot of change and stuff. But during the 11th anniversary, I think we can make a nice little exception. My kind of plan here was probably to do 3, essentially during the 11th anniversary. One for part 1, one for part 2, and then I'll probably drop another one as the anniversary is ending, right, is kind of the plan. So let's go ahead and jump on over to the Dokkan Diamond. So this is the way I'm seeing things right now. I'm seeing the game very clearly at the moment. So, okay. Where do we begin? I guess we'll start with AGL. Goma. Nothing to say. I mean, he's God still. This Goku right here, this EZA Goku, I think he's tremendous. Really good in a lot of different situations. Gamma 1 Ultimate Gohan, really good. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I feel like is actually a little bit improved with the introduction of the Super Saiyan 4s into the game. So Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has actually helped out a little bit. But obviously, he's not on like Goma's level or something like that, right? And then finally, Gamma 2 I've got down there. Now, I was actually, what's funny is, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. I did a tier list yesterday, just LR tier list right here. And in it, towards the end, I asked people, I said, like, what do you guys want me to do when it comes to time-limited buff characters? Should I consider them or not? And I actually saw a lot of people saying no. They didn't, like, more no's than yeses by a lot I was seeing. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna listen to what people said, and we're not going to consider time-limited buff characters. Because right now, AGL UI Goku has time-limited buffs. Both him and Int Evolution Blue Vegeta. They have time-limited buffs at the moment. But I'm not going to consider that. So UI Goku, I think, he's like the first character off. Or Legic, actually. Legic is pretty crazy. I think Legic is super good. And we easily could have had Legic in there. If we just turn our attention to STR, there are no changes in STR from the last Dokkan Diamond. Let me just go ahead and pull this up. The very last Dokkan Diamond we did, which is this one right here. So here are the changes we've got, right? So we see there are quite a few changes. Tech barely changed, and STR had no changes whatsoever, right? But the character that we've got down here for STR, Android 17, he's very similar to Legic. Like, they have real similarities there. And Legic just being able to, on command, go slot 100% dodge when you choose is a ridiculously powerful ability. I feel like we could have Legic on here over Gamma 2. Like, I don't know. I decided to just go with Gamma 2. But Legic could have been there. And I think AGL UI Goku could have been there as well. If we want to consider time-limited buffs for AGL UI Goku, I would probably put him in Z+, I think. He would actually be second for AGL. Even ahead of the base form Goku. AGL UI Goku, I mean, he is just very ridiculous. Just the way his kit is, it's designed so well for the environment of the game that we're in right now. AGL UI Goku, I mean, he could be really, really crazy, right? Okay, so moving on to Tech. The only change we have at the bottom here is Tech Pan. I have been enormously impressed with Tech Pan. 2 of the best units in the game right now, the Int Super Saiyan 4s and Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, both need help with Ki, and Pan really does that. Pan's orb changing really helps both of those Super Saiyan 4 characters out in a major way. She's, got 80% dodge, 80% damage reduction, depending upon the way you play it. I really like Pan. I just see myself using Pan in a lot of setups and not really shying away from her. I think Pan is quite good. Now, in terms of tech, the first character off here is Orange Piccolo. And if we take a look at the last one, that's who was there. I like Orange Piccolo much more than most players do. People hate this guy's EZA, but his Orange Piccolo form is still really powerful. And it does do good damage as long as the boss doesn't have a damage threshold, right? Where they take 0 unless you're above a certain number. So Orange Piccolo, he can still do some stuff, but to me, the biggest problem with this guy is still, it's this. This is just, it's so, I just get so frustrated with characters that have this, and nowadays, to not have attack received or dodged, I just, yeah, no way, man. No way. No way. This is the biggest detriment. He's got support. He is good. I feel like people are going to see him off here, and they're really going to lay into him. But I do like that Orange Piccolo. I think he's pretty effective, actually. But, I mean, just better characters have come out. This is what happens with gacha games. New characters come out, and the new characters are usually better than the old characters. It's just that simple. Okay, moving on to Int. I do think Future Gohan and Trunks, I like them better than the Int Super Saiyan 4s. The Int Super Saiyan 4s are very good, but I think that's fine. Future Gohan is just a little too ridiculous with his guard plus 90% damage reduction turn 1, unconditional revive turn 2, and then 100% dodge ability turn 3. It's just a nasty combo. I do like Future Gohan and Trunks as the #1 Int unit right now. The Super Saiyan 4 is right there. Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, I was a little on the fence about this. I was looking at this, and I was really like, man, I don't know. I feel like I might have to lower this character, actually. I was really considering lowering Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. I was. And getting, Saiyan Saga Kid Gohan, who, by the way, let me just quickly pull up Saiyan Saga Kid Gohan, who, guess what? He's got what Orange Piccolo doesn't have, which is this right here, which is huge. And then that builds up dodge for him, too, which can be very helpful, right? So, Kid Gohan, definitely an effective character, right? Definitely deserving of being on there. And then Super EZA Blue Vegeta, I think he's outstanding. I was really surprised by how good his Super EZA was, Blue Vegeta. I felt really comfortable having him right there in that spot. Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, maybe we should have lowered them a little bit, but I think just kind of like right around there. I think that their performance can be right around the Kid Gohan, because here's the thing. Let me just quickly pull them up. Regardless of anything, that first turn, right here. Yeah. The first turn in Trunks and Goten, so a lot of tag characters, their abilities are written like this, with a key sphere obtained, right? Because that's what these guys are like, with a key sphere obtained, and that's also what Golden Frieza and Gogeta can do. When you get an orb with Gogeta, you full heal yourself right there, right? With a key sphere obtained, fully recover HP. So that's a huge ability that a lot of tag characters do have. For Trunks and Goten, 77% dodge that first turn is still very effective, even if we're not rocking some kind of crazy, youth hybrid Saiyan team that will be able to maximize their abilities. That, turn of near guaranteed dodge is still going to be really effective. Gohan's active skill is super strong, because when you trigger it, you get this massive 2-turn defensive support. This character's still good. I feel like leaving them right there is fine, and having the next 2 down right there is fine as well. The first character off here is probably Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta for me. I do like Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's effective, and he certainly can be useful. GT Hero is now a little bit better. Another strong Saiyan Roar Super Saiyan 4 character has been added. So, Gogeta is definitely good. I don't want to act like he's, nothing really too great. And then we also have Fat Boo and Yamcha. Now, let me briefly talk about Fat Boo. I actually should, I should have, we can't ever do one of these, tier lists or something like that without really almost in-depth talking about Fat Boo. I was looking for a way to get to his categories quick. We'll just do this. Okay, Fat Boo. Here's the thing with Int Fat Boo. Int Fat Boo, the way his kit is, like the timeless nature of him having the revive, having the ghost usher, like he's just a really ridiculous character. We can, if we really wanted, I think we could get Fat Boo in the Super Saiyan 4 slot. Now, obviously, I'm not saying to do that, but I'm just saying, like, if you really want to press the matter of Fat Boo, you could probably get him up to here. I struggle to put Fat Boo above Future Gohan and Trunks, because they are kind of doing some similar type abilities. But, I mean, if you really wanted to get Fat Boo right there, Chad, I could kind of see, dude, I could kind of see it. I could kind of see Fat Boo right. I could. I'm sorry, but I could. So there's the Fat Boo section. And again, Super Easy A Vegeta. He's quite good. I mean, I'm not really talking about Yamcha too much. Yamcha's also good. I mean, if you really wanted to, we could get Yamcha on there. Yamcha, his issue previously would have been teams, but remember, the friend system has been fixed. So, you could use any team you want to pretty easily. STR, no changes. Not only is there no changes, but there's been no new cards for STR since, right? Go like that, and then we go release date Super Easy A. We've had no new cards added. 1000 Day Goku maybe is a character who could kind of, be in that last spot. I think the first character I would have out is actually Gamma 1, probably. I like Gamma 1, but guess what, kids? It's that same bullshit, man. We're done with this shit. We're done with this. That shit is no good. The way they can fix characters that have that is very simple. You just give them dodge built in, and then it's for every attack received or dodged. Boom. That's what you do. But this shit is just, it's so cumbersome too, because depending upon the fight, like Gamma 1 starts out in slot 7, you've auto lost. It's over. He's in slot 7, no chance to build up before you get to the scary part of the fight, and then he's a literal fish. Like, he just gets blown away. That's why I have MVP 17 in front of him, who, again, Legic could be in the A tier for AGL as well, right? Like, this is one of those things where it's like, I'll tweet it out, because the thing is, if I don't tweet out my tier list shit, other people will just they'll open the video, screenshot it, and then they'll tweet it out, right? I learned this many years ago. 4 years ago, I learned this, so I do it myself these days. Yeah. No free clout, fuckers. I'm putting it up, right? But I'm saying, like, Legic could easily be A, and I'm sure at least one person will quote and be like, where the fuck is Legic? And it's like, Legic got his dick sucked in this video. I promise you that. Okay? Bro, Legic is a demon. He's good. Legic is a monster. He's a monster. I can't wait until the day Legic has a 220. We need a Carnival GT Bosses leader. I know we had AGL Omega. That's not AGL Omega. The other one. The Carnival LR. We need a new Carnival LR 220% to GT Bosses, right? Who would it be? I guess at this point, Super 17 or Baby. Baby could have many characters. Super 17 could be a good one. Been a while since we've had a Super 17 unit. But yeah, Legic, he's gotten his love here. Then on to physical. So I do think UI Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta, to me, they're probably the #1 unit in the game. Really, really impressive character. Dokkan has not pushed power creep, which means Omega is still, I think, effective. LR Ultimate Gohan, maybe like the best EZA we've ever seen in terms of fixing like a broken on arrival kit and completely fixing all issues and turning him into a maximum fun character. That's exactly what LR Ultimate Gohan got, right? He is a maximum fun character, with the way they handled his EZA. So he's very deserving to be right there. Physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, still effective. We do have a lot of GT characters all over this Dokkan Diamond right there. Even when we transform into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, it's still very difficult to potentially see him killed. We have, started to see it happen here or there on occasion, but he's still an absolute demon. And then finally, Daima Piccolo. Now, I do... What is this? So, yeah, I do actually like Daima Piccolo. Here, let me get rid of them. I want to move this guy over to the int section. There's Gamma 1 we talked about. We can get rid of that. Okay. Daima Vegeta. I think you could probably put Daima Vegeta here, but I like Piccolo over Vegeta. The problem with Daima Vegeta is that the structure of difficult fights right now, like, the difficult part is, like, you know, turn 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So people go, oh, but Daima Vegeta's fixed. Sorry for the cough. He's fixed. He's fixed. He's fixed. Is he? Let's take a look. Starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. So what this means is most of these fights aren't even going on long enough for this guard to stick to Daima Vegeta. Now, his first turn, he's really good anyway, right? Like, you're not going to see him cracked on his first turn. And then the second turn, you know, he could potentially have that guard, but it's not like we're doing these 10-turn fights and, oh my god, it's completely different for him every single fight. He's just completely invincible in slot 1. I mean, I've had a lot of runs where he starts out, like, if you get him turn 1, you're fucked. Like, Daima Vegeta on turn 1, he becomes a dodge or die merchant his entire time in the fight, basically. It's like, because even turn 1, if you try and float him to get to turn 4, it's a disaster. Slot 1 on turn 3 is a disaster. It's like, this guy, that's a major issue. You get him turn 1, and you're probably going to lose, because you got him turn 1. Unless you got that full dodge build rocking. Daima Vegeta, or Daima Piccolo, is just an absolute crazy, like dodge. Like, with the dodge, huge percent, right? On his second turn, he's got 100% dodge. I mean, that's the thing nowadays, like, dodge characters, it's like, they're just flat out giving you 100%, right? We got Gogeta, who could have 100% dodge. UI's got 100% dodge. The Blues could have 100% dodge thanks to UI, right? This character could have 100% dodge. Like, that shit is just all over the place nowadays. So, there we go. Let me know what you guys think. I don't think I'm missing any super obvious characters or anything like that. I mean, if I take a look at one of my tier lists, I mean, the gods, I maybe could be under Orange Piccolo, but then Sin Shenron is, you know, I guess we could talk about the gods and Sin Shenron quickly, but, like, I really like what Pan is doing. The gods, like, they're okay. I don't hate the gods, but I mean, I'm not dying to get them on here over Pan, over the tech androids, over any of that. I mean, I like Orange Piccolo over the gods, right? So definitely not doing anything with them. And then most of the other characters are accounted for. Maybe AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I mean, I think I would have Legic on here over AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku for sure. So it's like, it would definitely probably be, might be in this order. Legic, then UI, then Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like, if we would extend it down another level. So, let me know what you guys think. Dokkan Diamond. I'll probably do one final one as the anniversary is ending. And then after that, we might not do another one until, like, May or something like that. I do want to, you know, spread these out quite a bit. So, let me know what you guys think of the Dokkan Diamond. Thank you guys for watching. And I will catch you angels next time.